in here. Now I've learned that if you use the skin, I'm just going to peel the top layer off, but if you use the skin of this, you end up with a golden color in your soup. Put the whole thing in here, and we got more dill in here. Okay. Now, what you want to do is you want to grab some water, and you want to add enough water to cover. There you go. All right. Now, I'm going to get that going to a boil. Actually, no, it's not going to get to a boil. We're going to salt and pepper this. Okay. And we're going to mix that up a little bit. Get that in there. Now, once that comes up to a simmer, we're going to let that go, and that will boil at a simmer actually, for about an hour. But come back after 15 minutes, and you're going to, skim off the top a little bit, get some of the fat out of there. So when I come back, I'm going to show you how to make the matzo balls for our matzo ball soup. Okay, well, now our soup is starting to boil a little bit, simmer, and there's some fat bubbles, fat globules starting on top, but I'll skim those out after I'm done showing you this. Now, we're going to make some matzo balls. Now, these are not going to be your typical matzo balls. These are going to have some spinach in it. Now, these, I used spinach. This is the frozen spinach. Frozen spinach is just as good as the regular spinach for cooking, especially when you use it in recipes and such. It's just as good. The only problem with it is that it has a lot of liquid in it. So what you have to do is you have to squeeze it out. Put it into a paper towel, squeeze it out. That's what I did here. Got most of the liquid out. Alright? But it still has a bit of liquid in it, so I'm going to leave out a little teeny tiny bit of the water in this recipe. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with 3 eggs, and this is matzo meal. This is unadulterated, ground up matzo. Same stuff that I used in my fried matzo earlier. So, I'm going to take these eggs that have been beaten, 3 of them, and I'm going to add them in. Okay. Now, we got salt, pepper, and a little bit of sugar. The recipe for this is going to be on the side. And I mean that this time. I hadn't done it for the last couple, but I mean that this time because it's a relatively easy recipe to put on there. And I'm going to break up and put in the spinach. Okay? Now, this next step, next ingredient, is the key to really good matzo balls. It's chicken fat. Now, you're probably thinking, ew, chicken fat, ew. Well, people have cooked with lard for years. Lard is pork fat. Now, it's not, since it's not pork, it's not pork fat. Pork fat is very unhealthy for you. Chicken fat isn't that bad for you. I mean, per tablespoon is 120 calories. But, you know, there's nothing you can do about it, but it's still better for you than some other fats. And it'll add to this and make a great thing for you. So let's add a little bit. Add 5 tablespoons, or just about. Now the other people that I've seen do it have actually used stuff that's already like in liquid form, but this will work just as fine. You can find this in any actually where I found it was right next to the kosher turkeys in the supermarket. And if you don't live in a real kosher area or a real Jewish area, you'll at least have matzah, and you'll at least have, you know, some of the other ingredients. You could definitely substitute vegetable oil for this instead of the chicken fat, but this is my recipe. I'm Jewish. I'm going whole hog on this. Why not? And then you get your hands in there and you mix it up. This is not a recipe where if you're dainty, yeah, you get your hands in there and you mix it up. Okay? And you gotta make sure, especially with the way this chicken fat is, you gotta make sure that you get it nice and mixed. Okay? Off my hands, and this is going to get plastic wrapped and thrown into the fridge for about half an hour. So they will be ready and perfect by the time our soup is done. So we will be back I'll be back in about half an hour, and I will show you what to do with the rest of this